If I had to start a YouTube channel from scratch with absolutely 0 followers, this would be my exact plan to build a platform that stands the test of time. This is my 3rd video in this series. We've already covered your plan for Instagram and TikTok, so go grab a pen and paper because you're going to want to follow this plan exactly to see the quickest and best results on YouTube. As always, timestamps will be in the description down below because I know how valuable your time is and you already know why you're here, so let's just get into it. When you decide you're ready to start and grow your YouTube channel, you're going to go through these 4 phases: building leverage, optimization, gaining traction, and expansion, in that order. And I'm currently coaching students who wanted to grow their YouTube channels, and this is the exact structure that we are following when it comes to focusing on creators who want to make long form content here in the YouTube space. Now, I will say my disclaimer. I am not saying that it's my way or the highway. There are so many strategies out there that you can follow to see success on YouTube. This is simply just the strategy that I've discovered works really, really well for me, and I've seen it work really well for my students, so I want to share it with you. Let's break down each of these 4 phases and how long my students and I spent in each phase. Phase 1, building leverage. The first phase is all about creating a plan and strategy that won't fail. It's about letting go of what you think you know about YouTube and leaning into learning new things and getting yourself and your channel in a position where you have leverage to grow. So this phase alone took about 3 to 4 weeks for me and my students to go through. And if you're somebody who maybe you're not working a full-time job, yeah, you could probably get through it faster. But if you're gonna take your time on any of the phases, this is the one that you want to just like sit and soak in and just like milk all that you can out of it. Because here in phase 1 is like the make it or break it. You know, if you have phase 1 down to a T and you've got it figured out, the rest of the phases are going to skyrocket your channel. If you try to skip phase 1, you'll have to keep going back to phase 1 and you're like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? So that's why we spend a little bit more time here. So what are you gonna do here? Phase 1. Week 1, you're gonna get clear on your strategy. Week 2, you're going to study your competitors and observe the platform. And week 3, you're going to start getting video ideas through SEO and content research. Let's talk about each of these. Week 1, getting clear on your strategy. This is where you're going to define your unique perspective and your audience. You can think of perspective as also like your niche. Like if you already have a topic in mind or niche that you want to focus on, that's going to be it. So for me, starting out, my niche was Instagram. I want to talk all things Instagram. But if you don't have a niche, that's okay. That's where we're going to figure out your unique perspective that you bring to the table. What makes you unique? What's your unfair advantage? What are some things about you that might feel mundane to you, but can be highlighted to everyone else? So instead of focusing and honing in on a niche or a specific topic, you can use your identity as your niche. My favorite example is a student. If you're a college student, how can you tie that into all of your video concepts? If you want to do fashion, maybe it's Amazon fashion favorites for broke college students. If you like home decor, maybe it's how I decorated my dorm on a budget, college student edition. You know, how can you implement your identity within all of the video topics? Another example, if you're somebody who's living in Atlanta, maybe that's your unique perspective. That's what you have to bring to the table. So how much I spend in a week living in Atlanta, right? So it might feel super mundane to you and super casual, like it's nothing special, but it is a unique perspective that you have that maybe other people might not, or that other people will be able to relate to. Then what is even just as important, or even maybe more important, is defining your audience. Now, the reason why this is so important for YouTube is because when I was deep diving into my YouTube research and trying to script a video on the algorithm, YouTube literally says, instead of becoming a master of the algorithm, become a master of your audience. So don't think about an algorithm for YouTube. Don't think about it. Don't do it. Think about who you're trying to reach. If you know the type of people that you want to attract, study their behavior on YouTube. What sort of videos would they like? What sort of thumbnails would they like? What video topics are they looking up right now? If you can understand your audience inside and out, the algorithm will follow. Week 2, you're going to do 2 things this week. study your competitors, and simply just be on the platform and observe it. I mean, let's get the obvious out of the way. If you want to be a YouTube creator, it helps to get familiar with the platform as a YouTuber and not just as like a viewer or consumer. So observe what videos are on your homepage. What do the titles say? What are the thumbnails? What videos make you want to click on them? What videos make you want to scroll past? Start paying attention to those things. During this week, you're also going to study competitors. You're going to look at people in the same niche as you who recently grew their channels, and by recent, I mean the past 3 to 4 years, and study what they're doing, what's working, what isn't working. The reason I say recent accounts is because sometimes you have people, YouTubers like Tati Westbrook or Shane Dawson, right? They grew back in the days. So you wouldn't want to study their strategy because their strategy might have worked well 7 years ago, but is it working right now? You want to find profiles whose strategy is working right now, in the day and age era we're in, and then study strategy so you can create yours off of that. Now, what are you looking at? There's going to be 2 things you look for. You're going to look at their popular videos, so what videos helped them blow up, and even of their recent 12 videos, what would you say are viral for them? All of these should give you topic ideas or video ideas that you can implement for your own channel. Week 3, we're now going to start building up a list of video ideas through SEO and content research. Now, again, this video is what would I do if I had to start from 0? Okay, what would I do? And if I had to start from 0, the best chance I have to build traction or momentum is by making my videos easily discoverable for my target audience. So yes, we're gonna have to take our time in understanding YouTube SEO and how to use it to our advantage. Now, should you only focus on SEO strategy forever, for all time? No, but in the beginning, as your channel is new and is picking up traction, these are gonna be the videos that get people's attention because they're searchable, search friendly, easy to find. Of course, there are creators that are like unicorns and they have like a random video take off that wasn't search friendly at all, but that is super duper rare to do. And again, if this was me and I had to start from 0, I want to go with what I know works. And I know ranking for SEO will get me discovered faster than trying to make this random one-off unicorn video go viral. Now, if I'm starting from 0 and I could only buy one tool to help me grow on YouTube, it would be TubeBuddy, no, not sponsored. TubeBuddy is perfect for beginner YouTubers because they have a deal or promotion where if you have under 1,000 subscribers, you can get TubeBuddy access for like $3 a month or $4 a month, something ridiculous. And it is so worth it. I used TubeBuddy when I first started on YouTube. I was like, okay, I'm gonna invest in a tool. I had under 1,000 subscribers, so I got TubeBuddy for, I think it was, at the time it was like $4.50 a month. It might be cheaper now. And I was like, I'm gonna use this for my keyword research. And I did, and that tool is what helped me rank my videos on search results. So with TubeBuddy, what you can do is, let's say you've made your list of video ideas and you've looked at competitors and you've looked at their video ideas. You have your list. You're gonna plug in specific words or video ideas into the search bar on YouTube. So maybe your idea is how to make the perfect chocolate chip cookie. You're gonna type that into YouTube, press search, and on the sidebar, because you have TubeBuddy in your Chrome extension, you're going to see your current ranking for how likely you are to rank in that topic. If it's low, maybe that's not the best video for you to focus on. So how can you niche down and get more specific with the video? TubeBuddy has suggestions under there for other topics surrounding those keywords. So keep clicking on those until you find one where that ranking goes up a little bit more. You want something with high search volume and low competition. That was just phase 1. And before jumping into phase 2, I have an exciting announcement. A lot of you, and I mean a lot of you, have been asking me when I will release my YouTube course. And the answer to that is very soon. And I mean like very soon, next month, very soon. So if you're not already on the wait list, let me ask you this. What are you doing? What are you doing? I have a waitlist linked down below. I'll leave it in the pinned comment so you can join the waitlist and be the first one to know when my course will be available. So if you're liking the structure of this video here, then you're going to love the YouTube course that I'm creating. Now, this YouTube course will be released as part of my full content creator course, the BSP model. So the BSP model is my content creator course, and BSP stands for Build, Scale, and Profit, which is my proven 3-part framework teaching influencers and content creators how to build an unforgettable brand, harness the power of organic social media, and how to make money while doing it. I've been working on this for over a year, this course for over a year, and I created the BSP model to be the one-stop shop for creators like you. So I wanna make sure you're on the wait list because the doors will only be open for 5 days. And then when they close, you won't have access to the course until 2024. Now, if you're watching this video after my course has been released, it's okay, still get on the wait list because then anybody who gets on the wait list, you'll also be notified as soon as it's available again next year in 2024. Okay, we got 3 more phases to go. I think I need to start picking up the pace a little bit. Phase 2, optimization. We spend about 3 to 4 weeks in optimization, depending on the amount of free time that you have. Now, I like creating these longer timelines because I feel like it's more realistic for somebody who has a crazy work schedule or maybe has kids. But if you're like, Millie, we're 5 weeks in and I haven't even posted a piece of content yet, I gotta tell ya, if you're serious about being a YouTuber, you gotta be willing to play the long game. If you'd rather start filming and posting with no strategy, by all means, go for it, my friend. I told you at the beginning of this is not my way or the highway, so you do you, boo-boo. But for me, I've found that people see so much more rapid success when they take this slow time in the beginning to figure out all the necessary steps of growth. So let's carry on. Optimization. This is all about implementing everything that you learned from phase 1 to optimize your videos for their best chances at magnetizing your target audience. Week 4, we're working on title and thumbnail research. Week 5, you're outlining or scripting your first 4 videos. And then week 6, we're talking about filming and editing that video. Okay, week 4, now that you've done all of your content research or your SEO research, we're actually going to craft the perfect title and brainstorm the thumbnail before you even film. Yep, you got that right. I plan my titles and thumbnails before I outline or film any of my YouTube videos. I feel like this helps carry a seamless story for the viewer. Week 5, outline/scripting your first 3 to 4 videos. I like to have 3 to 4 videos under my belt before I start posting because then I know I'm gonna be consistent. Once I post that first video, I have 2 or 3 more to last me 2 to 3 more weeks so that I have 2 to 3 more weeks to batch my next group of videos or outline and script and film. So that's why I like to have 3 to 4 videos under my belt before I start posting. Week 6 is filming and editing. When I film my videos, usually the outline has a hook. So the first thing I say is the hook, it gets your attention. Then intro is optional. You can introduce yourself, but don't make it longer than 2 sentences, right? You want to get into the point of the video within the first 30 seconds, or else the viewer's gone. You lost them. They're out of here. Okay, so then I jump into the body, the meat of what we're going to be diving into. And then throughout the body, I have a few call to actions sprinkled in. You know, I have, oh, subscribe here, check out my webinar, join the waitlist, comment below. You know, I got a few call to actions sprinkled in. And then of course the outro where I'll recommend somebody to go binge the next video or I'll ask them to subscribe, right? So that's kind of the breakdown of what my video looks like, outlining and filming. When I'm starting out, I used my phone. I used my phone to film my videos. I really did. And I filmed and edited all on my phone for the first few months, honestly, of being a YouTuber. So start on your phone. It's completely okay. Just get used to that action of filming and get used to that action of editing a video. And then when you have a little rhythm, then you can like, okay, maybe it's time for me to upgrade my camera. But I started with my phone, which was like a few years ago. Phones nowadays are way better quality in audio, so you're actually at an advantage. You can use your advantage. And then editing, you can edit with any software that makes you feel comfortable. Some free ones are iMovie, DaVinci Resolve. If you want to invest in one, I use Adobe Premiere Pro. If you're editing on your phone, you have CapCut, iMovie, InShot, Video Leap, is that what it's called? I don't know. Those are some options. Let's jump into phase 3, which is gaining traction. Here you're gonna spend maybe 2 to 4 weeks. This is kind of where the weeks get a little muddy because it really just depends on you, how you operate, and the flow of your schedule. Week 7, you will be posting and scheduling your content. Week 8, you will repeat the process and start studying your analytics. In week 7, let's talk about posting and scheduling your content. When creating my posting schedule, I'm gonna pick posting once a week because I just think that's a consistency that I can realistically keep up with for 90 days. And then after 90 days, I can reevaluate and see if that's something that's still working for me. So if you're trying to figure out how often you should post, ask yourself, what's something that you know in your gut you could stick to it for 90 days? It doesn't matter if it's once a week or if it's twice a month. Figure out what's something you can stick to for 90 days. After the 90 days, when you've been consistent and you're not burnt out, you can evaluate and say, can I step it up, or is this perfect for me? Or do I need to slow down even? Now, when I'm actually posting my video, I am focusing on those keywords, those juicy keywords that I've used in my title because I already did my SEO research, and I'm repeating keywords also in my description, and I'm also using keywords in the timestamp. So in chapters, I'm gonna use keywords so it's search friendly, searchable. If somebody were to go to Google and look up how to hang floating shelves, if I have how to hang floating shelves on my chapters, that video is gonna show up on Google search results. So I am putting all my keywords and all the juicy words that I think my audience is gonna use, title, description, and timestamps. Now let's talk about tags because people say tags are not really important. And let's talk about what they are. On YouTube's website, this is what they say about tags. Tags are descriptive keywords you can add to your video to help viewers find your content. Your video's title, thumbnail, and description are more important pieces of metadata for your video's discovery. Tags can be useful if the content of your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in your video's discovery. So they said they're helpful for like if there's common misspelling or mistakes, but other than that, they don't really do too much. They aren't as useful for helping you be discovered. So if you're gonna do tags, I say spend 1 to 2 minutes of doing some tagging, plugging in tags. You could use TubeBuddy for that. So if you have TubeBuddy, it's really easy to just click, 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 add a bunch of tags that are relevant to your video, and you're good to go. Week 8 is repeat and analytics. So you want to just repeat everything from the SEO research to here, basically. Once I have about 10 videos up on my channel, that's when I'm gonna start studying analytics. I'm gonna see what videos performed the best, which ones did not perform as well, not discounting them completely because for me, my first video that went viral, I think it didn't go viral until 100 days after it was posted. So you're not discounting them completely, but you're just being curious about the current stats that you have and really leaning into the videos that seem to be performing well and adapting that into your future video content strategy. Before moving to phase 4, I wanna ask you, how you liking this video? Is it helpful? Are you having a good time? Do you want to be best friends? If you've learned anything new or you're feeling inspired to work on your channel, I'm going to ask for you to like this video because doing this simple action will help this video reach other creators like you who could maybe find it helpful or find value in it. So click that like button if you want to help other creators find this video. Phase 4, expansion. This one doesn't have a timeline because it will occur naturally as your video grows. It's not necessarily part of growth strategy, but it's things that naturally occur as you grow your channel. So I just want to touch on them very briefly. If we were to give them weeks, let's say week 9, shorts and reposting or repurposing content. Week 10, monetization. Week 11, hiring out. And week 12, checking in. If you started with posting long-form content, in week 9, you're gonna start looking into how can you make shorts from your long-form content? How can you repurpose your long-form content to shorts or maybe other platforms, Instagram Reels, TikTok? Week 9 will be studying the best and most efficient way for you to repurpose your videos where you can work smarter and not harder with repurposing. Week 10, monetization. Now that you have a channel that's growing, how do you want to make money with it? How do you want to bring in the big bucks? Is it brand collaborations? Do you want to sell a course? Do you want to do affiliate marketing? What do you want to do? How do you want to make money? and start making those moves. Week 11 is hiring out or expanding a team. I'm sure as you get your channel to grow and evolve, you're gonna need a little bit of help, and that's okay. I need a lot of bit of help. So I have like a team of 10 people helping me, but you don't need 10 people. I'd start with one, just one. Figure out what task burns you out or what task takes the most of your time, and find somebody to delegate those actions to. For me, my first hire was video editors because I would spend too much time editing my videos. I didn't have the best software for it. My computer would keep freezing and it would take me like 13 hours to edit one video. So I just needed somebody who had a laptop that could handle it, and it saved me so much time where I could focus on filming new videos and creating new content. Great place to go for that is Fiverr, by the way. And then week 12 is checking in. How you feeling? Make sure you're doing check-ins once a month, even once a week if you gotta. How you feeling? Do you need a break? If you do need a break, take one and figure out a plan for coming back to YouTube. How can you not reach that point of burnout? But always doing that check with yourself of how you're doing is pretty important. Now, if you want more of an insider on some secret shorts tips that I use to get more views on my shorts, then watch this video next and subscribe so that you don't miss next week's video where we're gonna be talking about productivity as a content creator. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Follow your joy. Bye.